for a limited time, $1 gets you full access to all the automotive industry news and content CBTnews.com has to offer. CBT News. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us. Today on Inside Automotive, we're joined by Ted Rubin, the Chief Executive Officer of Active Engage. But first, here are today's top stories. Global automaker Stellantis announced a new joint venture with metal recycling specialist Glue. The partnership is an effort to develop a more circular economy as the automaker aims to become greener by 2030. The company has already shared a business plan called the quote, Dare Forward 2030, in which 50% of U.S. vehicle sales and 100% of European sales are to be battery electric vehicles by the end of the decade. Over the next year, a gravel site in Auburn Hills, Michigan, will be turned into a laboratory that will serve a growing need as the automotive industry shifts to electric vehicles. UL Solutions, a division of Underwriters Laboratories, is planning to build an 89,000 square foot lab for manufacturers to test EV and industrial batteries. With mounting EV fire concerns, battery testing has quickly become a key demand area for automakers and their suppliers. Honda's next Acura model, the 2024 ZDX, is set to be the brand's first electric vehicle. The EV will feature Google's built-in integrations while also enabling native Android apps and over-the-air software updates. The automaker claims that an, quote, extended version of Google Maps will offer Acura ZDX drivers optimized route planning for finding charging stations. Google also announced earlier this year that it would be bringing more services to vehicles, including YouTube, Waze, and Zoom. This past April, Anderson Subaru in Brent, Florida, donated more than $22,000 to the Pensacola Breast Cancer Association. This is the 9th year the dealership has supported the organization through Subaru's Share Love campaign. The donation will help to cover services such as free health education, mammograms, and preventative screenings for patients. Dealer principal Billy Anderson said, quote, being a part of this is just a real pleasure for us and our staff, and it goes to a great organization that does great things in our local community. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Ted Rubin, the Chief Executive Officer of Active Engage. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
As the industry moves further into the digital future, dealers must be mindful of their digital experiences. Joining us on today's edition of Inside Automotive is Ted Rubin, the Chief Executive Officer of Active Engage, a people-powered, web-based live chat and communication solutions provider. And he discusses the latest insights and trends into dealer-to-consumer conversations. Check it out.
Online sales and digital transactions are kind of on the uptick, and everybody's seeing that, and it's been going that way for quite some time. And I think consumers are really starting to drive that interaction in a significant way now. They want this more customized, kind of hyper-personalized experience online, and they want to be treated well there. 64% of consumers, according to one of the studies, want to be able to interact with the dealers and other brands in the same way they interact with their family and friends and others that are around them. So they want to use the same utilities and they want to use the same functions to be able to do that. So I think that dealers, are starting to recognize that, and they're starting to look more toward how can they interact with these customers and give them that kind of unified experience, because the online marketplace is really where everybody's kind of funneling in now, and then they disperse from there. And that's been for a very long time, but they didn't have an outlet, right? So they would go online, do the research, and then pick up the phone, or maybe send an email or something, or go into the store. And now with digital retailing and with all the things that you can do conversationally, interactively with customers, you can accomplish so much more, and customers want to take advantage of that.
They want that.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at CBTnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News. Subscribe today.